Welcome back to the Whisper Knows. This is the place where stories don't scream, they whisper. Because the most disturbing truths don't announce themselves, they wait until you fall asleep. Tonight's question is simple, and once you hear it, you won't be able to unhear it.
What if it's true that the kid in your dreams really exists? Not as a metaphor, not as a memory, not as your imagination filling in the gaps. What if the child you see every time you sleep isn't created by your mind, but visiting it? What if, when you close your eyes, you're not alone in there? Most people don't remember their dreams. They dissolve in the morning. They fade with daylight. They disappear between the alarm clock and coffee. But some dreams don't fade. They stay, heavy, clear, persistent. And sometimes they include someone else, a kid. Not doing anything strange, not chasing, not calling for help, just standing there, watching. You don't remember the first time you dreamed about the kid. That's what makes it unsettling. It feels like they've always been there. The first time the kid really stood out, the dream itself was ordinary. A place you recognized without knowing why. A quiet street at dusk, an empty playground behind an old building, a wide open space where no adults were around. The kid stood near the edge of the scene, hands at their sides, head slightly tilted. They weren't interacting with the dream. They weren't reacting to you. They were just present. When you woke up, your heart wasn't racing, but the feeling followed you. The feeling that someone had been in the room with you. Not threatening, just aware. Dream characters are unstable. Their faces blur. Their clothes change. Their voices never sound the same twice. The kid never changes. Same age, same height, same clothes. A simple jacket, shoes that look a little too worn, and the expression too calm. Not empty, calm in a way that doesn't belong in dreams. Years pass in real life. You grow older. The kid doesn't. There's a night you remember clearly. The dream shifts suddenly. The setting changes from the playground to a hallway, dimly lit, too quiet. The kid is still there, same distance from you, same position, like they moved with the dream, not inside it. You turn away. When you look back, they're closer, not walking, not moving, just closer. That's when you wake up. After that night, something changes. The kid starts looking at you, not randomly, not passively, directly. You feel it instantly, that pressure in your chest, that tightness behind your eyes, the unmistakable sensation of being seen, not by a dream, by a person. From then on, the dreams stop unfolding naturally. They feel staged, like something is waiting for you to arrive. The kid doesn't talk. They don't wave. They don't smile. They just watch. Night after night, different places, same presence. You start waking up tired, not physically, emotionally, like sleep has become an obligation, like someone is expecting you. The first time the kid speaks, it's barely a sound, a whisper. Your name, not shouted, not questioned, stated perfectly. Not the way people say it out loud, the way it sounds in your head. You wake up, gasping, heart pounding, because you never told them who you were, and somehow they already knew.
After that night, the dreams don't stay contained. You start noticing things during the day, reflections that feel delayed, dark windows that hold your gaze too long. Once, in the reflection of a store window, you think you see the kid standing behind you. When you turn, there's no one there, but the feeling remains that you're being checked on.
You think about telling someone, a friend, a therapist, but how do you explain a dream that feels more consistent than reality? How do you describe a kid you've known for years but never met? So you keep it to yourself, and the kid keeps waiting, patient.
One night, the kid finally asks something, not loudly, not urgently, soft, careful, almost afraid. Do you remember me? Your body reacts before your mind does, a cold rush, a tightening throat, because the fear isn't in the question, it's in the certainty that you should know the answer.
From that point on, the dream stabilizes. An empty playground, rusty swings that never move, a slide with peeling paint, no wind, no sound. The kid always stands near the slide, waiting, as if this is where you're supposed to meet, as if this place exists only for the two of you. You start waking up with a strange emotion. Not fear, not sadness, guilt. A deep, irrational guilt that doesn't belong to your waking life, like you promised something and forgot. The final dream of this sequence feels heavier. The kid stands closer than ever. Their expression hasn't changed, but their eyes look tired. They take a small step forward, and before you wake up, they say one thing. Not your name, not a question, a statement. You left me here. After the kid says it, you left me here, you don't wake up immediately. The dream doesn't break, it stretches. The playground fades slowly, like a memory being erased from the edges inward. The swings dissolve, the slide disappears. The kid remains, and then the world reshapes itself around both of you.
The new place feels tighter, smaller, a narrow hallway with pale walls, lights that hum softly overhead, a smell you recognize but can't place, clean, sharp, unforgiving. Your body feels different, lighter, shorter. Your feet don't reach the floor properly. That's when you understand something is wrong.
You look down at your hands. They're smaller, the skin smoother, the fingers thinner. Your chest tightens because you don't feel like a kid. You feel like yourself, just trapped in a smaller body. Before you can move, you hear footsteps. Someone steps into the hallway. An adult, tired posture, careful movements. It takes a second too long to recognize them. It's you, older,
the version of you that exists now. They stop when they see you. Their eyes soften. They kneel down in front of you, and something in your chest breaks open.
The sound sharpens. The dream becomes too clear. "I'll be back," the older you says. Their voice trembles just enough to give them away. "I just need to rest, just for a little while." They place a hand on your shoulder, warm, heavy, grounding. "I promise." You nod. The older you stands up, turns toward a door at the end of the hallway. It opens, light spills out. They hesitate, just for a moment. Then they step through. The door closes, and it never opens again. You sit down on the floor. At first, you think it's only been minutes, then hours. Then time stops making sense. There's no clock, no window, just waiting. You try the door. It doesn't move. You knock. No answer. That's when you understand the truth. You didn't fall asleep. You were left behind. Eventually, exhaustion takes you, and you dream. In the dream, you're standing in an empty playground. Rusty swings, a slide with peeling paint. You don't know why this place feels important, but it does. You stand near the slide, waiting. That's when it starts. Every night, someone comes. The older you. They don't know how they got there. They never remember when they wake up. But you do. You remember every visit, every glance, every moment they almost recognize you. Years pass in the waking world. You see it on their face. More lines, more exhaustion. But here, nothing changes. You stay the same age, because time only moves forward for the one who left. You learn how to wait, how to stand quietly, how to not scare them awake. You learn how to watch without reaching out, because when you reach out too fast, they disappear. One night, something changes. The older you stops walking past you. They stop. They turn. They look directly at you. Not through you, not past you. At you. Their breath catches. You feel it. Recognition. That's the first night they wake up afraid. That's the first night they remember your face. You don't plan to speak. It just happens. You say their name, softly, carefully. You watch their body react, the gasp, the tension. You feel relief, because now they know you're real. After that night, the visits change. They become shorter. The older you wakes up faster. They avoid looking at you, avoid the playground. You feel yourself fading when they're awake, weaker, like they're taking more than they're giving. The truth settles in. They get to live every day, every joy, every pain, and you get waiting. You don't want revenge. You don't want to hurt them. You just want balance. The idea forms slowly, carefully. A switch, a trade, just once. You don't need forever. You just want a turn. The next time the older you appears, you don't stay by the slide. You step forward. They freeze. You can see it in their eyes. Fear, understanding. You reach out. You don't explain. You don't need to. They feel it. The exhaustion lifts from their shoulders. The guilt sharpens in their chest. They understand what you're offering and what it will cost.
You wake up, but something is wrong. Your room feels unfamiliar. Your body feels lighter, calmer. The dreams are gone. The playground is gone. The kid is gone. You look in the mirror. Your reflection feels younger.
Somewhere else, a child wakes up. They recognize the room, the name people call them. They smile because they remember how to pretend. That night, the kid dreams. They stand in the playground, watching, waiting. They feel a brief flicker of guilt, then it fades because they finally get to live. So tonight, if there is a kid in your dreams, don't ignore them. Don't assume they're imaginary, because dreams aren't always created by the mind. Sometimes they're shared. This has been The Whisper Knows. And if the kid in your dreams really exists, ask yourself one thing before you fall asleep tonight. Are you the one dreaming, or the one who never woke up? Good night. Subscribe if you dare to listen.